Hello and welcome to Recovery College Snapshots. For this small session, we're going to be looking at part of our Food for Thought course. And the Food for Thought course looks at the connection between food and mood, how much exercise are we doing and how much could we be doing. We look at using the outside as like the green gym for improvement of our health and well-being, and also about sleep hygiene. And this little small portion today we're going to be looking at is around portion distortion. So portion distortion is about how much are we putting on our plate. We might know that we should be eating, lean meats. We should eat 5 portions of fruit and veg a day. We should be drinking 8 glasses of water a day. We should be getting 8 hours sleep a day and doing 30 minutes exercise 5 days a week. Now we might know those things about what's really good to keep us healthy and improve our health and well-being generally, but actually how much are we meant to be putting on our plates? So there's a really easy way to remember how much we should use, and it's something that you will have with you at all times. So whether you're at a friend's house or a restaurant or you're at home, you'll be able to use this to portion out the correct size food amounts on your plate for each meal. And the way that we do it is by using your hand. So everybody's hand is perfectly sized for themselves, which makes it a perfectly good indicator for you to use to make sure that you're getting what you need and not putting too much on your plate. So a great big chap will have a much bigger hand than me, which means that his portion sizes will be different to mine, but they'll be suitable for him. Okay, so to begin with, we have the palm. Okay, and your palm will represent poultry, meat and fish. Okay, so that's your palm. A fist, that's about a cup. Rice, pasta, fruit, veggies, and my favourite, ice cream. A cupped hand, so that's half a cup. That's beans and potatoes. When we say beans, we're talking about pulses, chickpeas, split peas, beans, that sort of thing. Your cupped hands, you might quite like this one. That's crisps, popcorn and pretzels. Okay, so nobody's saying that you can't eat a little bit of what you like, but everything in moderation. And your thumb, so that's peanut butter and hard cheese. It doesn't look very much, does it, if you think about having a cheese sandwich, but if you grated the cheese, it would seem to go further. And the tip of your thumb is approximately a teaspoon, so that's cooking oil, mayo and butter. Okay, so that's a really handy guide to remember. So meat, poultry and fishes, rice, pasta, fruit, veggies and ice cream, beans and potatoes, chips, popcorn and pretzels, peanut butter and hard cheese, and cooking oil, mayo and butter. Okay, it's really interesting to see on the NHS website, on their Eat Well page, they have a photo that depicts portion distortion, and on the left it shows you what we would normally have when we have spaghetti bolognese, and on the right hand side it shows us what we really should be having, and there's quite a big difference in terms of what we think we should be having and what we really should be having, and that's where the portion distortion comes into it. So it's really good thing to really think about, am I eating too much? Am I putting too much on my plate? And a really good way of working towards that is to use smaller dinner plates. So when you look at it, your brain goes, oh, lovely big dinner. Whereas if you've been having a smaller portion on the same size plate you've always had, you might start feeling that you're not getting enough and it won't feel like you're being fulfilled. So it's a really good way of tricking your brain and saying, we are having a really big dinner. And you'll feel more fulfilled from that. So it's really worth remembering, really worth looking into. Have a look on the NHS Eat Well page. It's got lots of information around diet, exercise, fitness, what you can do, what you should be doing, what different exercises, how you should be feeling after each one. And, there's recipes and tips about, changing your lifestyle and what you eat and how you live to increase your sense of health and well-being overall. Okay, thank you for joining me for this snapshot, and I hope to see you again.